Welcome to Radio Boomers Live, otherwise known as RBL, a show that incorporates baby boomers and millennials' ideas and perspectives.
With the hottest news, reviews, and interviews, and guidance on the transition of brick and mortar to click and order. And now I'm proud to introduce former veteran, military police, and a member of Knights of Columbus, my dad, James Zuley.
And my son, Chairman and CEO of Easy Way Network, known as the Digital Dick Clark, Eric Zuley. Good morning, Radio Boomers Live listeners around the world. Good morning to our Easy Way family and our superstar host that'll be coming on with us shortly, Eric Zuley. And I'll tell you, people out there in Radio Land, it's a real transition period. We have the late night talk show with Colbert is going to be ending in a few months. And it's just a big transition from that genre to the live streaming. So everybody is adapting, learning AI. And, you know, it doesn't have to be that complicated because even us baby boomers are picking it up. Because if you don't keep up, if you're starting a podcast or a business and that, just keep up with the technology so you get out while you're sleeping at night. You know, you gotta learn that all those little techniques. So I represent two other than the Easy Way Broadcast Network, Radio Boomers Live. That's the show we're on now. And it's been going on for, I don't know how many, 8 or 10 years. We had Retha Gray with us. God bless Retha. She was on with us about 8 years. She was Betty White's co-star from Off the Rockers. And been with Eric in the Easy Way system since it started a long time ago, the WTV days. We've got hundreds, if not thousands, of carpets and videos with all kinds of interesting people. And I also have a situation with a nonprofit called Better Vision for Children. And what we do, thanks to Eric, we bring a lot of awareness to this because that's what it's all about. Because 50% of the caregivers and parents out there don't have the kids tested. And by getting them tested, if they do have an issue, it could be remedied very easily. In most cases, it can be. But the thing is, if they're not detected, it could get worse. So Better Vision for Children, what we do aside from the awareness, we have testing. We actually do the testing. We tested about 4,800 kids in the Hawthorne area in the grade schools, and our stats were about 25% had vision issues, and we detect them. We give the information to the schools, and they can follow through and get the kids cared for. Well, that's one school district, so you can do the math and see how many more there are. So with our cameras, we're going to be adding more cameras and doing more testing. And if you want to get involved, let us know. Contact us at bbccharity.org. Contact Easy Way Network, and let's get some more kids tested. And our part 2 vision with Better Vision is a vision for their future. And with that, we had permission to use that and incorporate the foster community. And with the Hope Tour that I put together and their part 2 vision, we go out to foster facilities. That's what we're going to start doing. And it's mentoring. We could have people like you that are watching. You can mentor with us. And it opens the minds to these kids. It gives them a perspective. What would be like to be in a nursing career, an engineering career, broadcasting career. And you share that with them. We're going to be giving them pamphlets on kind of an introduction, not in depth on engineering or anything, but kind of in depth, or not in depth. And it'll give them a brief overlay of what that livelihood may be like. And then we expand to etiquette. We'll have etiquette class. We'll have various sports, introduce them to golf or racquetball or tennis, and take them out to a dining situation, and basic communication skills for if they talk to somebody in business and that. it's just a wide variety. There's so much out there that can be shared. And I've talked to some people that have been pretty successful in speaking or business. And several of these people were actually uh, foster children. They grew up in a foster community and went through the whole process. And they said it was an inspiration from somebody they've heard or talked to that made the difference. And in a lot of cases, it made a big difference. So when we reach out, the more we reach out, and as we touch base with some of these children and make a difference, they can share that with other kids in their network. So that's kind of what Better Vision is. And like I said, we're expanding. I put together what I think is the most high-tech camera now. And the more cameras we get, to give you an idea, if you go to a facility that has, say, 400 children, a school, 400 to 600, or a foster care facility, if you have 3 to 5 screeners, and usually there's 2 per booth, one does the actual screening and the other one takes down the information. You can test we went up to 800 children at the last school. And of course, I think we had a little bit more. We had maybe 7 cameras then. But with 4, you can actually go through 3, 4, 500 children in one day.
Eric Zulli is an award-winning multimedia mogul, brand authority, visibility expert who knows how to create an influence effect around individuals and their businesses.
All right. Hey, Dad, how you doing? Hello, everybody. Good morning. Good morning.
Hey, we're just going through a little BBC stuff, and I gave you a little intro, so welcome to the show. And I was just telling them, Eric, it's such a transition time that if they keep up with everything, and some of the stuff that you do and you share with everybody, they can go to sleep at night and they can be working while they're sleeping, right?
Well, honestly, Dad, it's a matter of going to sleep at night knowing that you helped a kid, you help a child, you help someone not go, help the child or teen not go blind. That's why we pride ourselves with the Easy Way family. I mean, everybody's really helping each other in a massive way. This thing is growing. We're at almost 11,000 members. We're super excited about the Easy Way LA, easywayla.com. You guys got to make sure you check out easywayla.com. That's the big event happening that everybody's super excited about. We're launching a new space, a new location. One's 6,000 square feet. Another one's 25,000 square feet. The ideal location for speakers, the ideal location for award shows, and multiple other partnerships and syndications and distributions all over the place. And if you guys aren't familiar with the hashtag EasyWayFamily, like, comment, share, use that hashtag EasyWayFamily. And Dad, what you did yesterday, shout outs to Sergio and Exquisite Gourmet, and what they did with these kids and helping to give backpacks and helping schools and inner cities and stuff.
A great time. We had a great time.
We're going to be putting out on Easy Way News a coverage and what we did with an organization that helps these kids. And you tested a lot of eyesights. You did a lot of pre-screens with Better Vision for Children. And if you guys want to know more, you can download the Easy Way Interactive app on Google Play or Apple Store on your mobile phone. And now we've made it even easier on you to be able to get more benefits through the network. When you post, your post is going to circulate to a lot of other platforms. Now it's not just our app. We're getting syndication with television and the interactivity. It's pretty amazing, for you and your business. We're also going to be announcing the pitch store pretty soon. So you can take your business, doesn't matter what you're doing, take your offer, put it into the pitch store, and the millions of people that watch us on TV or the thousands of people that follow us on social media will instantaneously know about your offer at our VIP pitch party. So that's something new that we're releasing and we're doing. A couple of shout outs. Hallelujah. We got Halle in the house, Easy Way family. It's a big supporter. We appreciate Halle. And then Mark Balin, 350 million viewers. Mark Balin is one of our TV partners, and shout outs to Nonprofit TV, and shout outs to iVod TV and Laugh or Die and all the networks that are on board now with us that you're watching here on Easy Way TV. But Dad, great information as always. We're gonna go commercial break and then get into our hot topics.
All right.
And then we have an amazing guest that's actually making a big difference. Big entrepreneur. You guys will meet her real soon. So keep doing it the easy way. Don't go anywhere. And we'll be right back after these messages here on Radio Boomers Live.
In the digital space where dreams ignite,
Are you a member of our Easy Way networking community? Get interviewed so our members can get to know you. Welcome to Meet Our Members Interviews. This interview platform ensures you to get spotlighted to thousands of our members. It will raise awareness for your business and your clients, to entrepreneurs, influencers, coaches, and more. If you want to be interviewed on our Meet Our Members podcast, subscribe to meetourEasywayMembers.com. Network with our 3,000 members and growing.
Easy Way shows you how.
Easy Way Interactive. Start connecting the Easy Way. Are you ready to connect like never before? Introducing the Easy Way Interactive app, your ultimate social solutions network. Whether you're looking to network, collaborate, or simply share ideas, Easy Way makes it easy to engage with like-minded individuals and organizations. Discover innovative solutions, join exciting discussions, and expand your horizon, all in one powerful platform. Don't miss out on the future of social networking. Download Easy Way Interactive now and unlock endless possibilities.
All right. Yeah, guys, make sure you download the Easy Way Interactive app and go to the www.easywaypitchparty.com. Join us for our pitch party this Thursday and meet some of the highest quality people in our network. Pitch your own service and network with different breakout rooms. Get into an app like a Facebook or a LinkedIn. Connect and follow up with amazing people. Easywaypitchparty.com. Make sure that you join that. But what's today's hot topic time, Dad? What's going on?
You know what, Eric? For my hot topic time, the big hurricane Aaron we were talking about, that's down to just tropical storm. Fortunately, it didn't really hit the coast too hard. And but I want to switch over to what you're doing and what's coming up next week. We have just numerous events coming up, but I just wanted to touch base on that one. As far as the some of the news, I did a report. Some of the baby boomers and the stats on that is they're leaning more towards, and even the younger generation is leaning away from alcohol and smoking and all that, and they're actually going in more towards the health, more looking at the better diet, the sugar intake's going down. That's a good one, and the debates, what's going on with the Ukraine and Russia with Putin and Zelensky, it's still in talks, but it's looking a little bit more positive for a ceasefire. They're going to be having a second meeting coming up. So hopefully that's going to be resolved. And then we can settle the Gaza situation and kind of bring a little peace across the world. There's too many of these issues. And as far as the coins and the investments, the 30-year notes are still in the high sixes. But
you said you're going to mention the event. We're showing the event. You're talking about news. Which one are you doing?
Okay. So that was just rambling up. Yeah, the event's coming up next week. We have you have a lot of press coming in, and we have a lot of great sponsors like with Langers. You can mention some of them. WP's events, Langers. We have what are you talking about, Eric? About 40 cameras or more?
Definitely about 40 something press. A lot of what you guys are looking at right now is just a couple of attendees that have confirmed to attend. A lot of celebrities that you know and recognize and love. Major producers in the industry, major company business owners. The networking is unbelievable, and we're helping to give the City of Angels back to the Angels. That's really where a lot of people getting behind that movement. Music producers, just people that are investors, film producers, films. a lot of entertainment related activities. And this thing is going like super viral all over social media right now. And you guys can be a part of it if you have the app. If you have the Easy Way Interactive app, you'll know about everything going on. And there's a lot of high profile people that are coming about and getting involved. And you can become a attendee vendor, get the PR, you get more involved, go to easywayla.com.
That's going to be a good one, Eric. You're amazed again how you put this together. And, when the people get involved with something like this, going to an event is one thing, but going to an event with this kind of power behind it, the day after is like, it's like amazing. They have no idea how it blows up, and it just circulated all over the world on numerous affiliates, stations, podcasts. It just keeps going and going like the snowball. The bigger it gets, right? And that's what's happening with your events afterwards. It's been going on for a long time, but another one coming up on the 31st.
Well, another awesome thing too is we're revolutionizing the networking, how people network, digital and physical, in person. We have multiple different events happening, and then there's QR scan now too. You can actually take your app and do a QR scan, and basically get the name, phone number, and email of that individual. But speaking of individuals and amazing people to meet, we have our special guest coming up. We got to stick to time, get her up here. Didn't really have information on her because she didn't set up her profile, so I don't really know how to introduce her. But if she, this is her profile. If you want to get connected to her, fabulous Camille Robb. You want to look her up. If you like what you hear from the show today, look up fabulous Camille on the Easy Way Interactive, and I'm sure she'll be updating her profile to get more information on her. So without further ado, let's go ahead and bring her to the stage, and welcome to the show, Camille Robb.
There you go, Camille. All those people are for you. How about that?
Hi, guys. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be here.
Welcome to the show. I used to say you got to slow down a little bit with us baby boomers, but since Eric came on board, it's going a little bit faster now, so you can pick up the pace. You don't have to slow down for me. But Camille, what was it that you could have been an accountant, an engineer? You could have done so much, but you got in a field that helps people, and you're out there, an entrepreneur. What was it that made that turn that took you down this path, which you're probably glad you did, because now when you wake up in the morning, you're happy with what you're doing, right?
And before you answer that, Camille, hold that thought. Do me a favor, on the top right of your StreamYard, there's a little share button that helps you to share to your fans so they can see you on the show, and send it to your Facebook and your LinkedIn and so on and so forth, because you are on Easy Way TV, Camille. 400 million viewers worldwide, social media, over a million something followers. A lot of people follow Easy Way, and we're glad to have you.
Yay.
Okay.
So we're hitting you with everything real quick, but
I can see that.
we move fast, but just wondering, it could have been more relaxing for you to take a certain field, but you have something that really is good for longevity, I think, because you have purpose, because what you're doing is constantly evolving, right?
Yes, sir.
So what do you think it was that took you down that road?
Hungry.
There you go. That's a good one.
That's what took me down this road, being hungry. So thank you again so much for having me. It's an honor to be here with you guys. And one of the things that did it for me is actually being hungry. Growing up, I had 2 brothers, and I had to make sure that I was taking care of them. As the oldest, that's what you end up with. Big sister, and you have to figure out how you're going to feed them. And it was not easy. It was not easy. But when you love your siblings, you do whatever it takes. I found ways to feed them. A lot of people don't know that's why I feed. So when I was growing up, my mom was young and she didn't have as much help with us. So I had to figure out what I needed to do. And
you did.
And I did.
You did.
And I did. I had to survive.
It's almost like the starfish on the beach scenario where you look around, like when I'm working with the foster facilities, you help a few and you're thinking like, well, what did I actually do? That's not that many compared to so many, in your case, need to be fed. There's so many out there, but you know, it's something, you know, we just need more Camille's out there.
Thank you.
We gotta clone you. We gotta make a lot of Camille clones.
Well, you don't need to clone me. You don't have to clone me at all. What we need is other people that would step up
Yep.
and
There you
make
go.
a difference and impact their city. You know, we have different group that we partner up with that I get the food to them and they feed the community. I have Reliance. That's a group that I partner up with. They feed on Monday and Thursday in Kissimmee. We feed on Wednesday. There's a big group of us coming and we feed, you know, anywhere from 150 to 300 people that
Wow.
day. And then on Tuesday we have Altamont Spring. It's our time. That's another group that we partner up. We bring food to them. They feed in Altamont. And on Saturdays we have His and Her Tattoo. Is a husband and wife, Melissa and Robert Howard. They feed on Saturday. So
Wow.
yeah, so we're feeding every day to make sure the demand is very high, Mr. Jim.
Oh, absolutely.
Very high because we don't have as much as people think we do. A lot of people here is one paycheck short of having nowhere to stay, you know? But you don't hear that on the news. You don't hear that on the news.
I was watching some footage on the Sudan area, and they said they were already in a drought situation. And then to top that off, they cut off supplies that were coming in. And it just went worse to worse to worse. And you got all these people, you know, they need rain. They need people to allow them to come in for aid, and they stop that. And it's just, there's so many all over, you know, so many. And what areas do you primarily work in?
So I'm in Orlando, Florida.
Okay, Orlando.
I'm in Orlando, Florida, but I have group in Kissimmee. I have group in Altamont Spring. I have group in Ocoee. I have group in in Altamont Spring. So we have different groups in different area that goes out and feed the needs of others. So but we don't only, you see, a lot of people think we only do food. We don't. We go out. When we go out with all the essential service that they need. You know, we go out with lotions, we go out with sleeping tents, we go out with bikes, we go out with food, we go out with clothes. We've taken families from one place to the other. I had a mom that had 5 children and they were in the car sleeping. Now she's in an apartment that you know, she don't have to worry about how she's going to pay that bill for the next 6 months. We don't just feed. We don't just feed.
See, you step into the bounds when I share, you need hard work, determination, drive, and resilience. But without faith, morals, and ethics in life, it's a waste of time, all the other stuff.
Exactly.
And stepping into the faith part, I think that comes with some responsibility and accountability. We're not here to be lukewarm. Like, here's a $1, right? You can't even go to a dollar store for that.
No.
You're going there where you don't just reach out, you reach out and make a difference and help that person. Because that's what it takes. You know, when you see the person laying on the sidewalk, you know, tell them when they're sleeping on the sidewalk, say, hey, it's time to wake up. Let's go get something to eat. Let's go see what's going on with you.
And
you know,
and now here, Mr. Jim, it's and now here in Orlando, they don't allow you to sleep on the sidewalk. They're not removing you from it. If you're sleeping, they'll lock you up. You have to physically be sitting up, and the police come by all the time. So these guys don't get an opportunity to actually sleep, which is sad.
I don't know if that'd be very comfortable sleeping on the sidewalks in some of those hot towns, but now that's what you face on a normal day. What about sometimes you get the storms coming in there and it might ruin some of the housing, and then you really have right?
Like when we have, yeah, the storms affect us real bad, especially for houseless guys, because most of the guys that we take care of, they live in the woods. So when the rain come, it saturate the floor, bring extra mosquitoes, ruin the tent, So it's like when we go out there, like on Wednesday, when we go out this Wednesday, we have to bring extra mosquito repellent. We have to bring extra bug spray for them, and then bring extra clothes, because the clothes are all gone. Their clothes are gone. It's soaking wet. So what we start doing now, when we go out, we bring extra garbage bags so they can keep their stuff in. So when it rains, they don't lose everything.
So what can you use? And the old adage, don't just give them the fish, give them the pole. What can you use for these people as a pole? As something like saying, okay, we're going to help you. Here's the program that you might be able to find work or whatever. Do you have any situations like that?
Yeah, yes. Just like I told you about the young lady that we have several people that we have helped from off the street into an apartment, into a space where they can take care of themselves. We have company that partner up with us, construction company that will give the guys them, because a lot of the guys them, that are in the woods, they got some issues, in the
Hey,
gym.
Camille, let me jump in real quick. Hold that thought. I just want to point out to you that Stephen Fantel is watching right now, and he's a part of the Unite for Peace organization. They're putting about 60 different peace organizations together on like a major broadcast that's going to hit millions. And he's saying wonderful work and actually recognizing what you're doing. So that's a potential massive reach within our network. If you go into the app and you look up Stephen Fantel, you'll be able to reach out to him and hopefully they can support your endeavors and what you're doing. By the way, it's called Relief Alliance that you were talking about, the organization that you're working with that's helping the homeless, which is actually amazing member of ours as well, guys. So make sure you look up Relief Alliance. Make sure you listen to the fabulous Camille Robb. I just wanted to point that out to you, Camille, because that's what we're about, is helping people get outreach and get out there more.
Thank you. Yeah. So when we have guys that we know that they can work and they have a situation, but we just had 2 of the guys now that are in a place where they can call, it's a bed where they can lay down on a bed in a room where they're safe. They don't have to worry about the bear coming in, rip down their tent and he's not working. But one of the things I still have to provide him with food, because he has to still have to pay for the room he's staying in. You still have to do that part where you have to pay your light and you have to pay his phone. So we still provide him with food until he's okay. We had a veteran. He had his 2 children. He was homeless. He's now in an apartment and he's working. So we don't just give you the fish and say, here.
There you go.
We don't do that.
Yeah, you follow through. That's making the difference in their lives, And I suppose you have some that, I've been through this. You try to do that, but they just kind of fall back into that thing,
Yes. Oh my God.
It's tough
I had a few of them.
I asked one of them one time, I said, why do you keep, I kind of got him on his feet, did stuff. And then he keeps creeping back to that crowd. I said, why do you keep going back to those people? He said he likes the excitement and the action. So that kind of told me that, yeah, he appreciates the help, but he likes getting in and hanging with those people or something. You got to want to change,
One thing I've noticed with the houseless family, they stick together and they cover for each other. Yeah. And a lot of the reason why a lot of people go back there is because that their normal life that they think is normal life is not what they want. Yeah. I have guys that are houseless. They work. They have a car that they drive. Some of them sleep in the car and some of them sleep in the woods. But one thing I realized with them, they will get up and go to work. Yeah. Some of the guys that I have, they're not lazy people. They just need that extra help. But some people just don't want to see them.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hear from them.
Yep.
We just had one of our guy, Kevin, we just got him a bike. He just got a job. But on his way to the 7-Eleven, this idiot driving a truck, 11 o'clock at night, not paying attention, and kill this young man.
Oh, but see, there you go.
So it's like, pay attention.
I thought you were talking about the idiot was the guy who was you're trying to help, and then he'd go out and buy a 6-pack of beer on the way to work or something.
No, he was one of the good ones. He was one of the good ones. He was one of the good. He was, all he needed was a little help. He got a bike, which we got him a bike. We got him a bus pass, and he got on the bus. He'd take his bike, he'd go to work, he'd come back home. But that one night, he went out to go get ice and extra water, and they killed him. They didn't even stop. They just kept going.
Yeah. Wow. You know, these stories are gut wrenching, and hopefully when you're watching a broadcast like this, it makes you think. It gives you that awareness and makes you think. You know, don't have that last third glass of wine, you know, before you're about to get into a vehicle, and don't pass that guy up that has his cup out that's homeless, that needs help. You know, just take some time and really think. You know, what are you putting into the universe that you can get back when you're helping others? And really appreciate you pointing that out, Camille. So I wanted to also bring up that we know each other. We've known each other for a long time, actually. We go way back in the Easy Way family days. You haven't really had a chance to like, you know, pretend that this is an Easy Way X stage, easy talk stage, right? Like let's put you on the spotlight with the time that we have left, and really tell people about your accolades, who you are, what you want to do. What are you trying to get out of the Easy Way Network?
Do you want to be a singer or a, right? You know. No songs today, Camille, right?
No, I don't want to be a singer.
Okay.
I am the fabulous Camille Robb. I am the owner of Just Fabulous Care, which is a program that take care of exchange student. We bring student into the country, provide a home away from home. I am the CEO and the founder of JFC For You. And what JFC For You done, we feed thousands of families, not just here in our country, but around the world. I provide education, food, clothes, and shelter for people who cannot afford to do what normal people do. And my motto is each one, teach one. So I'm going to teach you how to help yourself, and you're going to teach the next person. And I always tell people, I can't feed everyone, but everyone can feed someone, but it have to start with me. And if you want to learn more about how you can volunteer, just go to jfcforyou.org. I'm on any social media. And as a matter of fact, I am so grateful to be here to talk to Eric and Mr. Jim, because we've known each other for a long time, but I try to stay in the background, but they always trying to get me to go in the front of the line. And we have our gala coming up too. So one of the key thing that I want to do for our gala is to get a few of our houseless guys, bring them to the gala, and just show them a good time. We plan on getting outfit for them, shoes for them, so that they can understand that they're not forgotten. And if you want to donate or become a sponsor, you go to gala2025.jfcforyou.org and come and sit back and enjoy some time with us.
All right.
And let me show you one thing here real quick, Camille, and just for everybody that's watching what you just heard. And so this is a small idea of what we do with our VIP pitch party, which is getting super popular to allow people to get their word out there and what they're doing. So what you just said, Camille, when I want you to go to the app after this, I want you to make sure that you have the Easy Way Interactive app. And I want you to post what you just told us right now. Post your gala. Post, anything that you want support, because the way that you get support from our network is simply through the activities. So everything that you are doing, everything can be rolled into this one profile here, and your website, your social media, your podcast, your businesses, you get reviews, you get ranked on Google. But we've just recently we've added an activities functionality So whatever you post is going to now go to the masses. It's going to go public. We weren't doing this before. It was all private, but now we're doing a teaser version of how it goes public. And everybody is going insanely crazy nuts about this functionality. It's working wonders for all the members. So when you post, this is an example, see how all my activity, what I got going on, see it says just 6 days about to launch. And then you click on that, and that's going to take you into that actual post automatically from your profile. So you want to make sure that you're setting up your profile and all the stuff. We want to make sure we help to get people to you. It's more about engagement than it is promotion with us.
I like that.
Okay.
I like
That's
that.
pretty cool.
Thank you. That is pretty cool. It is.
Yeah, all put together, real nice. Yeah.
All
right.
polished.
So we have another 5 minutes left. I don't know if you want to take the stage yourself. And you talked about this gala. Tell a little bit more about the gala, and let's help you sell some tickets. Let's help you get some supporters. We have over 150 affiliates that are 100% behind Easy Way Family, that get behind events like this. And so you can actually take your gala. So let's say we're going to take your wall of fame here, and let's say this is your wall of fame. And from your wall of fame, you can go to click the little sites in the top right. And do you see my screen? Do you see the events right now? Do you still see? What do you see?
Okay. I see. I see the banner with
publish and promote your events, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you can take your event and you can publish and promote it like you would Eventbrite, and it'll go to our entire built-in audience. Every single thing that we have, you can have your event. So like right now we're promoting Dinner and a Pitch, which is a charity dinner gala, same type of idea. And it's got a countdown. You can put it on your Google Calendar, and then from our system, they're going to click on register, and that now goes to you. That goes to your landing page. You get the data. You get everything.
Came a long way, Eric. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, look at the bags under my eyes. I'm trying to keep up with them.
Thank you. I appreciate it. We're just trying to make it a little bit easier on everybody else's business. There's so much more I could show you. It'd make your head spin. That's why you got to come to the VIP pitch parties. You got to come to our training today at 2:00. Learn more. Because ultimately, like I said, it's about the engagement. It's not about the promotion. And so we're putting as much as we can together to be able to get that case study. Because the next time we bring you on the show, we want to show that because you were on our show, you got 5 ticket sales. You actually got some sort of results. And that's really what it's about. And all the people that are tuned in and watching, like Mark Balin, I want to give you just a for instance of Mark Balin. He has a television network that reaches millions of homes and mobile phones, cable, satellite, sports people, lots of great content, charity events. And he is a superstar in the Easy Way Network. And he is happy to take your business for $100 a month and put it all over television, which costs thousands to get a commercial on television at that capacity. But if you're an Easy Way Family member for $100 a month, he will blow up your business, blow up your events, blow up your ticket sales. And we so appreciate Mark. And we have hundreds of other people that do that. That's why the network is so successful. And that's what we want to do for you. And that's, what you're doing is amazing. More people need to know about it. It's just that simple.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Let's get you out there. Make you a big star.
One of the things for me is just families. Just imagine going to bed with no food in your belly. Yeah. Not a diet, That was my reality coming up as a little girl, trying to feed my brothers. Today, through my company, JFC For You, we feed thousands of family every month. But I can't do this alone. I tried doing it alone, but it doesn't work. I can't feed everyone, but everyone can feed someone.
And you resource the stuff that Eric's doing, and it brings more to you, out there on the online world. More eyeballs see what you're doing, and they go, "Hey, I want to get in touch with you," And
I just want to point out as well, you said that you work with the Relief Alliance, Camille. How did that end up happening? How did you meet them? You met them at the Top Talent Hollywood event, maybe, or maybe one of the other events.
Yes, I did.
But you met them through Easy Way. You met them through the process of how that works. And now look at the difference that you guys are making together. Look at how many people you're feeding, and you're helping homeless people. Like the fact that we were just a small part of that amazing relationship that you guys have formed now, and you're helping so many other people in Florida to rehabilitate them or get them food or blankets or whatever it is. We're always just a small piece of everything at this point. Just make a big, more positive impact. And we're bringing that light energy. We're a vessel for God. And that's why we are who we are now. We're just a small little piece of everybody's impact.
And it's amazing impact too, because when I met Jeremy and Aiden, the idea was they needed help they needed food, because they were going out and doing what I used to do in the past. I used to use my own money all the time.
Yeah.
I still do it now, but not as much. And when we connect with David, and then with Easy Way with Eric, and he said, okay, I need you to come. I need you to come. And there you go, Aiden. Hey, Aiden. And when he came in, he asked for help, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. He's like, really? You're going to help me just like that? It's not going to cost me anything? I said, no. My job is not to charge people for anything, especially when it comes to food. My job is to deliver. As long as you're feeding people, I'm okay with that. And that is exactly what Aiden and his dad have been doing. Every Monday, every Thursday, they take care of Kissimmee, so I don't have to go there.
So when they come up to you in the lines that, the homeless that need food, you don't have a cash register and say, okay, it'll be this much. And, no, none of that, huh?
No, we don't have a cash register. Our job is to feed the needs of others. I am a vessel. I'm God's vessel. I'm God's favorite. And not everybody knows that. I'm God's favorite. So while I am the favorite and he allowed me to be a blessing to others, my job is to bless as many people as I can. And with Aiden being a young man, seeing and learning these things, I am so excited because he gets to do something different from the regular students that I know that are out there at the mall doing their little other things. He is taking up a position where he is a vessel for someone else. Every Monday and every Thursday, they look forward to seeing that because they know they're coming with food.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's what it's all about. And it's a good feeling at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
You made a difference. You've done something. You put in your 2 cents worth, and you're not being one of the lukewarms or the zero colds that don't do anything. No. And some of the people catch on, and when you get them on their feet, they run with it, and they do change their lives. Where we talked about some don't, and they go back because they're comfortable with some of those other people. But some get back on track, and they're happy to move along and get ahead with their life.
And that's what.
So Aiden, now that we've just kind of the engineer randomly popped you onto the stage, and people are watching you on Easy Way TV and going, "Who is this new guy that just popped up?" Why don't you go ahead and share your story and how we've met, how you came to be a part of the Easy Way family, and then you met Camille, and talk about some of the other people that you've met, because you guys have I gave you the affiliate rock star badge because you guys have circulated through our network so well. And I think you guys have like 50 friends in your profile now. Like, you guys are killing it.
We do, yeah. So hey everyone, I'm Aiden McNally. I am the co-founder of Relief Alliance. So a couple months ago, I was on an app called OWL. It's an amazing app. If you haven't heard of it, you need to get on there. You can connect with entrepreneurs, business owners, book authors, etc., and you can talk to them. So I was looking for connections for my nonprofit, and also I was looking for marketing advice because I'm very big into marketing. And I saw Eric, cool looking guy on a private jet, marketing. And I'm like, okay, I have to call him. Something in me was like, okay, call this guy. So I called him. We talked for like 20 minutes on the phone. I forgot how much money I spent to talk to him. But it was, and then from there, 4 hours later, on that phone call, he invited me out to a red carpet event, okay, out in Hollywood, California. In 4 hours, me and my dad, we got suits, plane ticket, and it was right here. It was a long day, guys. But so the next day, we flew all the way to California. My first time ever out there. I was very nervous, but we went out there, met some great people, met Camille, saw Lisa Nichols on stage, Eric Zuli on stage. Camille, you talked on stage, and we networked with a lot of people. And me and Eric, we get closer. He's been mentoring me a lot. You know, it's not even just the connections he's giving us and helping boost us with donors, investors. It's, you know, the mentoring that I need to boost my career. And so that's how I met Eric. I'm really appreciative for it. You know, he's helping me with a lot. He's really building us up.
We're on the carpet right now. This
Eric,
is
thank you, Jay.
an amazing place here. We're the top talent agency event.
That's us.
That's Johnny Vinokur.
Is really a superstar, and we're over here with Easy Way TV. This is Johnny V. You know who I am, for God bless. But we are in the presence of genius here. These two fine people here flew in about 5,000 miles. What you say?
Give or take.
Give or
Orlando,
take.
Florida.
Yeah. Well, they're going to tell you their story. How did it happen?
Well, Eric Zuley, Easy Way, from Easy Way. He invited us over to this event, and it was very last minute. We came over and pulled it together in 4 hours. Here we are, meeting some great people.
Well, again, what's your...
Wow. You guys were, I mean, I give you guys, Aiden, I give you credit. I mean, to be on the phone in Florida and all of a sudden looking at each other going, we have a lot to do to get to California.
Oh yeah, it was, you know, it was the best decision we really ever made for us personally and for our nonprofit. It, you know, the butterfly effect. Like, what if I never called Eric? Where would I be now?
But you have to tell everybody it was the best decision you've ever made in your life, because look at where you are now. You're on a broadcast, and by the way, I've had 14 people text message me saying, I'm watching on Roku television, I'm watching on the big screen, and I'm loving the story. Who is this kid? Who is this Camille lady? Everybody's reaching out to me right now.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm really appreciative. You know, if I never made that call, I really don't know where I'd be. If I never met Camille, you know, we got a partnership with, we got an account with Pizza Hut now because of Camille. You guys should see our refrigerator. We're making such an impact in our communities. So I just want to give a big thanks to you, Camille, too. I love coming out with you on Wednesdays. You guys really got to see it. She's right. You don't know what we're doing until you're actually there and doing it. We go to the people and the relationships you build. Like, for example, there's this guy that lives close to us. He's a homeless veteran. He has a lot of medical problems. He was he was shot 8 times. We see him every day. We talk to him for about an hour. He has a little puppy named Poppy. And, you know, the relationships you build just feeding these people, you know, how grateful they are for just like one piece of, even just like a piece of pizza. These people are so happy because it helps their night. You know, they would go completely hungry. Just imagine you just having nothing in your pantry, not being able to eat, for like not knowing when your next meal is. That's how these people live every single day. And, you know, it takes people like us to actually go out and make a difference. So
we take it for granted, don't we? You know, we get up in the morning, we have a pantry full of food, we just eat. But when you experience this, when you start reaching out like you guys do, you realize it's out there. And I mean, what would you do if people like you weren't around? What would they do? And it's organization, right, Camille? You got to get some organization going and get a program like Aiden and his dad. And when this all starts coming together and we're doing like we're doing now online and getting the word out, it expands and it just simply helps more people, you know? It does.
You know, not a lot of people really care. You know, they're not really appreciative, and they just, you know, the crazy thing is a lot of these people actually do have jobs. Like, people think there's a stereotype that all of these people are like bums, and, you know, these people are, a lot of them are the sweetest people I've ever met. They have jobs. It's just they're in a troubled time. You know, the housing market's up, the rent's crazy, and they just can't afford it. So
absolutely. You know, I had someone I met in Long Beach, and they said, you know, have any change? I said, why would you ask for change in this economy? You want to ask, you know, raise the bar a little bit. Ask for $10, you know.
Exactly.
Ask if I could take you out to dinner. The guy was the next helicopter pilot, for Pete's sake. He said everything went awry. And I'm thinking like, wow, I'm not a helicopter pilot. And
Real quick, Dad, hold on. Let me just interrupt. I just wanted to go off of what I said when people were contacting me and saying that they want us to support. And so we wanted to actually bring them on screen, bring them on television. Mark, thank you so much for coming in. Mark Balin, you saw his comments on the screen. Mark owns a large television network, and he sent me a text and he said, "Hey, I'm really liking what they're doing. Can I come on the show? Can I talk to them?" And Mark has a special surprise for you guys being a guest and making a difference in the way that you guys do. So, Mark, I'm going to give you the screen really quick. First and foremost, for a couple minutes, tell everybody about On the Mark TV and what we're doing as a network, and then what you want to do for Camille and Aiden.
Well, I'm going to do the best I can because it's really hard hearing you, but I don't think it's your fault. I think because I'm using my phone. So I'm going to do the best I can. So my name is Mark Balin. I represent and own On the Mark TV. And On the Mark TV helps entrepreneurs get their brand out. And with people like Aiden and Camille, we help people like you reach more people. And with Jeremy, his son, and everybody like that, the Relief Alliance, we work together as partners to help the world see what they're doing and feel what they're doing. And that's the most important thing, putting views on your product, putting views on your brand. We, between myself and Eric and iVod TV and Nonprofit TV and iVod the Easy Way TV, we reach about 250 to 350 million viewers on a daily basis. We're on over 180 million televisions and viewership across Asia, Europe, and India, and growing, with a company called Whale TV that manufactures over 400 televisions. That's because every single time someone buys a TV in Europe, Asia, and India, we're on there. Imagine that. So, and amazingly, because of a beautiful woman who runs iVod TV, she has put me on Roku again, and I'm now on Roku. I dropped Wednesday, so I'm very proud of that moment to be part of this whole thing, and it just gives me more reach and more opportunities to help people like Camille and like the McNally boys. And these are amazing. You have to realize what it takes. If you're not an entrepreneur, it's hard to understand what it takes. This is a 24/7, 365 job. Most of the times we work all by ourselves. We don't have people helping us. When you get to the point where Eric is, and you have VAs and you got people all over the world, that's different. But when you're just starting out, it's all by yourself. All your social media, everything is all by yourself. And people have to really appreciate what these people are actually doing for the world and the hunger. And I just recently went to Indonesia, which is the largest Muslim population in the world. And let me tell you, you want to see poor, go to Indonesia. You want to see poor, go to Africa. You want to see poor, go to Florida, New York, Arizona, Phoenix, within our own borders. We do not take care of veterans, and we do not take care of the poor, and we do not take care of the homeless and the hungry the way we should.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's like I mentioned earlier, guys, we're not here to be lukewarm. I mean, when it comes time to go, and you sit across from God, and He said, "Well, I gave you life. What did you do with it?" Well, let's see. You want to be able to tell them a few things, and by reaching out like the way everybody here is doing, that's a lot of people. And some of these people can become more productive. I mean, they step out of that homeless situation and they want to get back on their feet, and that's where Camille and Aiden. It's
really amazing what you guys are doing, and thank you, Mark. Mark, really quick, I'll let you go, but I wanted to make sure that you and we just were joined by Jeremy, which is Aiden's father. I love the fact that you guys are a father-son power, duo, just like me and my dad. That's what the biggest thing that I attracted to was that. But Jeremy just popped on, so now Jeremy can hear this amazing special offer, this special gift. I know that you guys are already clients, actually, of On the Mark TV. You guys are already airing on the Mark TV Global. But Mark, go ahead and tell them what you wanted to do for them when you text. You said that you wanted to put them on the Mark TV. Can you hear me? Yeah, he can't really hear from his technology or whatever. Can you hear Mark?
I think we might have lost the connection.
He's having some technical difficulties in connection, but he texted me and said, "Hey, I love what they're doing. I want to put them on the Mark TV." So basically, if you guys have a commercial of some sort, he's going to air it on the Mark TV. And I know right now, Jeremy, Aiden, you guys have Relief Alliance airing on the Mark TV. I know you guys are a client on the Mark TV. I've actually watched the network because I'm always watching all the content, and I've seen your guys' stuff inserted on the Mark TV. I saw your commercial air at least 4 times during the whole 24 hour television segments and stuff like that. So Jeremy, I'm so glad you were able to join us.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here, guys. Nice to see
Hey,
you.
Jeremy.
Neil, it's nice to see you.
Hi, Jeremy.
Hey.
So tell everybody a little bit about your Relief Alliance. You guys are father-son duo. We just went over how you guys met Easy Way, how you guys got involved, how you met Camille, doing the Easy Way, becoming a member. But tell everybody a little bit more about this big event you have coming up. You have this big pickleball event for charity, for a cause, and whatever else you have coming up. And then we're going to make sure that activity is right there on your profile so people can follow up with it even after the show's over.
Yeah, absolutely. Aiden, you want to take it?
Oh yeah, so we our Relief Alliance, we partnered up with Goat Paddle and the professional athlete Ryan Reeder to host Pickleball for a Purpose 2026 powered by Terra Firma Foods. So this event is going to be a very action-packed day. We are very unique. We're throwing a red carpet in there, first ever red carpet at a pickleball event, I think. So, but yeah, so we're going to have 2 days. It's a 2-day event, February 14th and 15th. Valentine's Day weekend. So bring your couple if you can go.
What's the website? What's the website, Aiden?
Reliefalliance.org/
No, for the event. Oh, okay. For the event, reliefalliance.org/
pickleball -4-a- purpose.
Okay, no, you need to change that. Pickleball for purpose. Get the domain pickleballforpurpose.com right now. Go get that domain and change it to that.
You're brilliant.
That's way too long. So just go to Relief Alliance and search for the pickleball event. I'm hoping that you can do that at least. But let's make sure we get a QR code scan. If you guys want to shoot it over to me, we can put that QR code scan on the screen sometime before the show's over. But so talk more about this pickleball event and how is it supporting? I'm sure Camille is involved, and we want to get as many people in Easy Way, Florida, involved as possible. Which also, I want to announce that you guys are running Easy Way Florida for Easy Way now. And a lot of people are starting to come in. I even have the person that started Les Brown's Institute is going to start getting involved with Easy Way Florida pretty soon. A lot of people are coming to me about Easy Way Florida, and we've been telling them about this event. So you guys if you're watching this broadcast, you want to get involved, make sure that you get into the Easy Way interactive app. You're going to see a group called Easy Way Florida. And you can follow everything happening with that big event. You're going to see Easy Way LA. You're going to follow everything happening with that big event. We're going to be spreading out multiple different chapters and franchises of how Easy Way can make an impact and a difference. But it sounds fun. It sounds great. Like, well, if I'm a consumer watching you guys tell me about an event and I'm in Florida, what's going to get me to pay for gas, probably pay for parking, probably pay to get into an event?
Well, I'll take that one. So Relief Alliance, just to back things up a little bit. Why are we doing this Pickleball for a Purpose event to begin with? At Relief Alliance, what we do is we provide emergency assistance to the homeless, and we support rehabilitation and build programs for youth empowerment. So we're helping young people gain life skills they need, opening doors to transformational opportunities and reconnecting them with their communities. But this is why we're doing this event. I'll paint you a picture. Yeah, imagine a mom and her 2 kids sitting on a sidewalk. Their only shelter is a thin tarp, stretched above them. It rains, they huddle close to stay dry when the sun beats down, and we're in Florida and it's hot, they swelter. And every night, instead of peace, they face harassment. Camille was talking to that earlier. The police do come by, and they don't let people sleep on the sidewalks, but they have nowhere else to go. So they don't get a lot of sleep, and they're constantly exhausted and fearful. No family in the world should have to deal with that, but they do. And that's why Relief Alliance is here doing what we do to help the homeless. Now, this event, on February 14th and 15th in Bonita Springs, Florida, totally go. We need players for the tournament, but Relief Alliance and Goat Paddle are hosting a Pickleball for a Purpose event. To Aiden's point, it's going to be a big deal, a lot of exposure for brands if you're sponsoring us. There's going to be celebrities there, and it's just going to be a really fun time in Florida, which is also just the icing on the cake. But it's, we're hoping it's going to help us raise money to be able to continue what we do on the street to help the people that we work with. Yeah, so if anybody here is interested in being a part of that, definitely consider our sponsorships. We really do need the help. The money goes directly to helping other people. If you want to play, that's totally cool. We will get you the information for that. You can get tickets to enter the tournament and just enjoy the day.
Okay,
but
so
Aiden, you have anything on to that? Or?
I'm just going to say this real quick. You guys are clients of ours. You're platinum members. Why I just went to your website, not to put you on blast on air here, but why was it not a big thing on the top of the site that says RSVP for our pickleball for a cause event on the top of the Relief Alliance site?
In progress.
That would be
Shame on
Eric
you.
Zulu, boy.
No, but honestly, we're
Gotta
gonna
stay
get
on
a
top
lot
of
of
your
So,
comments.
honestly, I'll give you an honest answer. This is our first ever event that we're doing for Relief Alliance, and we're learning along the way, right?
Okay.
We don't have all the answers, and this website was an idea to try to hopefully drive people
That's a good
somewhere,
idea.
read about it, sponsor us, get tickets, and so on.
Now you have
So-
the guidance and advice you now know after this show. When I go in the next couple hours, I go back to reliefalliance.org.
RSVP.
I want to see a big banner or a big button, a big flashing strobe light with a big arrow.
Click here.
Go here at the top of the site.
All right, done.
I'm just kidding, but yeah, no, guys, definitely make sure you support this pickleball, event. It's going to be awesome. Easy Way is 100% fully behind it, so it's going to be a great event. And now talk a little bit about Teen X. You guys, we've partnered up. We're producing this amazing for kids, for teens, by kids, by teens TV channel with BBC TV. And we have this amazing show where these kids and these teens are going around and interviewing these adults. And you guys are making a lot of impact happen on Instagram right now.
We are. Teen X is a show created for young people by young people. It's all about giving teenagers a real voice, not just what adults think or what they think they want to hear. On Teen X, they get to talk about what matters in their world: school, music, social pressures, mental health, friendships, their future. And they're also interviewing celebrities, to Eric's point, right? Celebrities, CEOs, high-profile individuals, so they can ask questions that other teens might want to know that could help their futures. Aiden, I'll let you take the torch on that. Aiden actually is my son, and he's helping lead the teen part of that group. And we have a preteen, Charlie. She's amazing. Look her up, Charlie Designs. She's such a sweet young girl, and she's on our team. She does a great job. Anyway, Aiden.
Charlie was with us yesterday.
Yeah,
I saw some videos of that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I love Teen X because a lot of teens and preteens included, they feel like they don't have a place to share their voice. They're scared of their friends saying something about them, or adults like putting them down for what they say. Like, people got to talk more. Like, I mean, listen more than you talk. But teens, they pick that up and they believe that what they say doesn't matter. So we're giving these teens a spot to speak about their feelings to the public, and it'll also give teens watching like a feeling that their voice matters too. So that's our whole goal in this, to lift teens up, lift preteens up. No matter your age, you can always improve in your speaking, and that is our main goal.
That's beautiful. I love it. And it's so what's on the agenda now? What's coming up as far as down in Florida, the next kind of big event that you have going on here?
Oh gosh.
Pickleball event.
We're always constantly trying to build partnerships for food supply, clothes supply, shoes, blankets. All of this stuff is important, and people do need it to survive. And we're out there, like with Camille too, with JFC For You, doing that every day in our own areas and together. And there's just an endless supply of people that need help. So that's the next big thing, is creating more partnerships to get supply, drive in sponsorships for our pickleball event, so we can raise money to afford to be able to help people. So we just have a lot going on. Aiden, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think he said it all.
You covered the bases pretty well.
He did. If anyone wants to, donate supplies, it doesn't just have to be money. Clothing, blankets, toilet paper, paper towel, toothbrushes, anything you can think of, these people need. So you can go to.
Do you ever get people that are in the group that you've helped that want to join you guys after they kind of get on their feet and become part of your team to help others?
Yes,
we do.
Yes, and they actually do. So they're more connected on the street than we are. So we meet, we end up in new communities, homeless encampments that we didn't know existed before, through the people that help, and then they also help us distribute food. Depends on the day, But yes, we provide volunteer opportunities for the people we work with, and
So
ultimately job opportunities, because we try to rehabilitate them for the long term as well. So it's not just Band-Aids.
And
we have
Camille,
another 2 minutes left on the show, and I want everybody to be able to get to what you guys are talking about right now. We already showed it with Camille. You guys can look up Camille on the Easy Way Network, but we also have the Relief Alliance. You saw that interview with Johnny Vinokur, which is a celebrity from VH1, and he's supposed to be getting his own show on Netflix, and a lot of great things happening. So you guys were interviewed day one that you guys got involved with Easy Way, and a lot has happened since then. And all of that's happening with you guys. Everything is here on your profile. All you guys use your blog all the time. So if you guys click on blog, you'll be able to see the press releases and the news and the things happening with the Relief Alliance, and you can connect with them. Now, a new thing that we've just added, and Jeremy, you're going to flip when you see this, we've now added the activities of everything happening with your Easy Way interactive app, or whatever's happening with your blog, whatever's happening with anything that you upload or post to Easy Way now goes on your activities on your Wall of Fame profile publicly, which gets ranked on Google. So the more that you use your Easy Way network at back-end access, back-end dashboard, the more that you're posting in the app, the more everybody's going to start seeing that now publicly. Before it was privately, but we've decided to at least let people know what you're doing in Easy Way publicly. And on top of that, they can click on it, and it'll bring it right to your post from your app publicly to the app. Now they have to download the app, and they have to be able to have an account to be able to get into the private stuff, of course. But everything that you're doing now, Jeremy, Aiden, Relief Alliance, Camille, everything that you're doing is right there on your profile for people to tap in with you and click on the connect button and ultimately support. So you guys are asking for support. So what I would suggest that you do is put your email on your interactive app, post like you would Facebook or LinkedIn, and say, hey guys, this is our email. Please email us if you want to donate anything, support us with this event, anything you saw on the broadcast, please email us. And then that will be put on your public profile. That will be put on privately to all of our stuff. You can also use the notification or the blogging system to let every single one of our members know that you're in need and help and you need support for this event. And so you guys that are watching right now on the broadcast, thank you so much for tuning in. We appreciate you guys. You can meet Aiden and Jeremy and the fabulous Camille Robb on our VIP pitch party this Thursday. Interact with them, connect, get involved by going to easywaypitchparty.com and registering, and you get your chance to pitch and network the Easy Way. So in closing, last 30 seconds for everybody to say bye-bye as we bid everybody adieu, starting with you, Camille, because we're gentlemen here, ladies first. You have 30 seconds to say bye-bye to our Easy Way family.
Well, thank you guys so much again for taking time out to listen and just to hear what we have to say. And remember, I can't feed everyone, but everyone can feed someone. And it starts with me and then you. And go to global2025.jfcforyou.org and go and purchase a ticket for the gala. I'll see you guys next time. Stay safe, stay blessed, and stay absolutely fabulous.
Jeremy, go ahead.
Yeah, I wanted to say, getting connected with the Easy Way, and this is a big shout out to you, Eric and James Zuli. It's really changed things for us. Through our network, through their network. We've met people we've never had the chance to meet on our own, right? And it's opened doors to new opportunities, new partnerships, and even new friendships that are helping us grow Relief Alliance. And now we're getting involved with TNX to bring opportunity to the younger generation. That's more than we could have ever imagined. And the truth is, when you're building something new, whether it's a nonprofit, a TV show, or just trying to get your vision out into the world, you can't do it alone. And Easy Way gave us that community, the stage to share our mission and the support to make real impact. And now that we're here on stage, all I can ask is that you support our mission at Relief Alliance to help the folks that we're serving, and support our TV show for the teens, Teen X. Stay tuned on that. It's coming out. You're going to hear a lot more about it. Follow us on social media at Relief Alliance, and you can go find us at reliefalliance.org. But it was a pleasure, everybody. Thank you.
Aiden.
So I just want to leave some words of wisdom for everybody. Life is always going to test you guys. And there's going to be setbacks. You're going to struggle. And you're going to have moments that it'll feel easier to stop what you're doing. But the real truth is, you know, every step forward matters, no matter how tiny. Everything counts. And what really gives those steps meaning is, you know, when you use them to lift someone else up, like what we're doing, what Camille's doing. Giving back is everything. And don't just chase success for yourself, you know, chase significance for others, and just keep moving, keep growing, everybody. And thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate everyone. And thank you, Aiden, James.
You're welcome, Aiden. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll say real quick, words of wisdom. Press the share button for others, but make it aware that you're pressing the share button for others. And when I say press the share button, I mean be an affiliate, be supportive, use their hashtag, be supportive, put into the universe, you get back from the universe. But you got to make sure that you're letting people know that you're doing it so they know to press the share button back to you. And that is my little words of wisdom, 30 seconds. So Dad, we'll let you go ahead and close it out. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. Subscribe to rblive.com if you enjoyed the show. Dad, close it out.
So these are individuals that you heard from that won't have that anguish when they get older of not helping. When they think back like, geez, I wish I would have did more in life. Well, they won't have that because they are doing something, and you have to reach out. So with that, Radio Boomers Live and the BBC Better Vision for Children, we reach out, bring awareness to foster facilities, to parents, to have the kids tested. And we do the testing, and we'll follow through with the care if need be. And with that, we're going to be saying, and we follow through with the foster community too, with support. So for now, Radio Boomers Live, keep moving, keep them safe, and we're signing out.
Just starting tonight. Easy way across a brand new land. Vendor active apps in your hand. Making connections all part of the plan. Let's rock the world.
You're watching Easy Way TV, powered by EasyWayNetwork.com.
Together we ride.